Good morning. Welcome to your mat. I'm so happy you're here. Today we're going to start off our day with some movement, some meditation, and intention. Props you may want to have for this class: a blanket and 2 blocks. When you're ready, join me here on the mat. Come to a comfortable seated position. If you need to elevate the hips, you can sit up on a folded blanket, like me, or you can even sit up on a block. Find a long spine. You can even sit with your back against a wall if that's more comfortable. Bring your hands to a simple prayer, Anjali Mudra, at heart center. Close the eyes or soften your gaze down towards the floor. Begin to notice your breath. Bringing your awareness to the simple act of breathing and the fact that you are breathing and alive this morning. Reflect with gratitude on the day ahead, a day of opportunity, a day of good things. A day filled with potential. I invite you to set an intention of how you'd like to be during this practice, and an intention of how you will choose to move on with your day. If it works for you, I invite you to think to yourself, today is a good day. Today is a great day. Today is a gift and an opportunity. Set your intention, whatever it is. Solidify it in your mind and your heart. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Begin to blink the eyes open and transition yourself into tabletop position. So we'll slowly move into tabletop. You can take the blanket underneath your knees if you need some extra cushion, or you can double up your mat if you don't have a blanket nearby. Find a long spine, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. On your inhale, lift your tailbone, reach your heart forward, arching through the spine, looking forward. As you exhale, lengthen the tailbone down, round the spine, take the gaze between your thighs. Inhale, lift the tailbone, arch the spine, cow pose. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, cat pose. Inhale to look forward, looking forward to your day with expectation and a sense of opportunity. Exhale to reflect back, being thankful for your experiences, a night of rest. Inhale, once more to cow pose. Lift the heart, open it up, being receptive to the day. And then exhale, moving your awareness inside to what's going on for you. And then make your way back to a neutral tabletop position. With shoulders stacked over wrists, step the legs back to come into plank pose, creating one long line from shoulders, hips, and heels, pulling your navel up and in, powerfully pressing the floor away. Hold plank for 3, for 2, and 1. On your exhale, lift the hips up and back, lifting through the belly button to come to downward facing dog. Pedal out through the legs for a moment, working into your hamstrings, into your calves, slowly pedaling your way into opening this area of your body. We want to start slow and gentle in the morning because oftentimes we're a little stiff after laying in our bed for several hours. So be gentle, kind, and mindful as you move into this practice. Find stillness in your down dog. Spine is long, tailbone lifted, hips reaching towards the back wall behind you. Keeping your hips square, inhale, lift through the right heel, lifting that right leg, coming into three-legged dog. Bend that right knee, opening up through the hip. Little hip stretch here, reaching the right heel towards your left seat, keeping the shoulders square down to the mat. On your exhale, bring that right knee through center, hugging the right thigh into the chest, bringing that right foot through in between the hands. If it doesn't make it all the way, just help it forward. Lowering the left knee down, inhale the arms forward and up, low lunge. Big inhale here. On your exhale, bring the hands down to frame the foot. Plant the left hand, inhale the right arm up towards the ceiling. If you need a little bit more height, place a block under your left hand to bring the torso higher up. See how that feels in your body. On your exhale, bring that right hand back down to frame the foot. Tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee. Using your core, using your muscles, pull that right thigh, right leg into the chest. Shoot it back to plank pose. Lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. This time, inhale, left leg lifts, lift through the heel, and reach the left heel towards your right seat as you bend the knee. You can rotate the hips open if that feels good for you, but keep your shoulders square, down towards the floor. Take a deep breath in, getting longer through the spine. Relax your shoulders away from your ears, but keep your arm bones firmly plugged into your shoulder socket. On your exhale, pull that left knee through center, hug the left thigh into your chest, and step the left foot forward in between the hands as far as you can go. Help it the rest of the way if you need to. Lower the right knee down. Inhale, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Big inhale here. On your exhale, take the hands down to frame the foot. Plant the right hand on the ground or on a block. Inhale, unfurl the left arm towards the sky. Keep pulling that left thigh in, keeping it in line with your left hip. Lengthen through the spine. On your exhale, bring that left hand back down. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee. Same thing, use your muscles, pull that left foot up off the ground, shoot it back, plank pose. Lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Slowly walk the feet in to meet the hands, taking a stroll to the top of your mat, and let the head hang heavy. Spine drapes over the legs in a standing forward fold. Put a generous bend in your knees here at the beginning. And then we'll slowly begin to roll up through the spine, little by little, vertebrae by vertebrae, taking our time to reach the top. Let's come into a sundial salutation. So take the arms, bring them up overhead, grabbing opposite elbows or opposite forearms. Standing tall in your mountain pose, take the head slightly back, and then we're going to make a big sundial circle with our upper body. So slowly take the upper body to one side, and bring it through center in your forward fold, out to the other side, and back up. 3 more like this, and then we'll change direction. Moving at your own pace, really feeling into each part of this stretch. Lots happening here in this movement, so enjoy every little bit. And then reverse your circles in the opposite direction. We'll do 4. Moving at your own pace. Using your breath as your guide. Finish up your last one. Beautiful. Release the arms, roll the shoulders out. Come to the top of your mat in your mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms down, around, and up. Reach up. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips. Swan dive forward to full fold, bending the knees generously. Inhale to half lift, hands to shins. Reach the heart forward. Exhale, bend the knees, fold. Bend the knees even more, plant the hands, step the feet back, one, and then the other, plank pose. Hold this for 3, 2, 1. If you can, lower all the way down onto your forearms. If you need to transition, lower down onto your knees, come down onto your forearms, and then step the legs back. We'll all meet here in forearm plank. Elbows stacked underneath the shoulders, forearms parallel to one another. Zipper up the core, pull that navel in for 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips up and back, walk the feet slightly in to come to dolphin pose. So your hands and forearms are flat on the ground, kind of like downward facing dog where you lift the hips high. You're just down on your forearms instead. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Finally, lower the knees down to the mat. Walk the hands in. From tabletop position, I'm going to have you take one leg, step that left foot to the outside of your left hand. Help it forward if you need to. A little bit of a tricky transition, so modify if you need to, take it slow. Press into the hands, press into your left foot, lift the right knee up off the ground and step the right foot to the outside of your hands. So you're in a bit of a wider stance. Okay, so your butt is lifted here, kind of an awkward pose, but we're transitioning into Malasana or yogi squat. Drop the hips down, taking the elbows to the insides of your knees. Bring the hands to prayer if you can. If this is not working for you, sit down on a block into a modified version of your yogi squat. Find what works for your body. There's no right or wrong. There's just right for you. So whether you're on the block or your butt is lifted, if you can, dropping the tailbone further down towards your heels, or just coming into a high squat if bringing the hips all the way down is not something that's in your practice yet. Deep breaths. Take the hands slowly down to the mat and transition down onto your seat, coming into a comfortable cross-leg seat, sitting back up on a blanket or block, or scooting back with your back against the wall if that makes you more comfortable. We're going to finish with a short meditation, so get comfy, close the eyes or soften the gaze. Feel how your body is different from when you began the practice. Notice your energy. Notice any sensations occurring within the body. Observe your thoughts and emotions right now in this moment. Just observing your present state in this exact moment in time. No right or wrong, just what is. Without judgment or expectation, just notice. And then take this opportunity to choose how you will proceed with your day. I invite you to choose positivity, determination, excitement, expectation. Choose how you will begin your day. Set your intention now. There will always be things that happen during our day that will try to derail us. Come back to the breath. Come back to mindfulness. Take a pause whenever those events happen and choose how you will move forward, how you will react. You have the power of choice, my friend. Finally, bringing the hands into Anjali Mudra or prayer at heart center one more time. Reflecting with gratitude for this practice, for your body, and for this day. If you like, I invite you to bow forward. Namaste. Have a great day.